want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Hey everybody, it's Chris Bumber here again for JoBlo at Cinemacon in Las Vegas, and Sony just kicked off Cinemacon with a bang. Last year they showed us the entire movie of Ghostbusters Afterlife. We didn't see a full film this time, which was kind of disappointing, but we did see a good 15 minutes of Bullet Train, as well as, and a big surprise, the first 15 minutes of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, whose sequel is no longer called Across the Spider-Verse Part 2, but is actually Beyond the Spider-Verse. They also announced that we'd be getting new sequels to Venom and Ghostbusters Afterlife, although there was not really any more information given about those. As well as a big surprise, Bad Bunny is starring as the next MCU character El Muerto in a solo movie that comes out in 2024. So let's get to the big reveals of the evening, which were of course the first 15 minutes of Bullet Train and the first 15 minutes of Across the Spider-Verse. So I'm going to start off with a description of the footage that we saw for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It opens with Gwen Stacy, who's fighting crime as Spider-Woman. Her father, who of course is Captain Stacy the cop, is trying to track down this mysterious Spider-Woman who he believes has killed Peter Parker. Of course he doesn't realize his own daughter is Spider-Woman. So she's basically called away to go and fight the Vulture, who in this is actually a big vulture done in kind of Italian Renaissance style in sepia tone, and his character actually is Italian and it has a thick Italian accent. And when she's fighting him, she's actually defeated, but she's saved by Miguel O'Hara, another Spider-Man from another dimension who has this really cool kind of Tron-inspired outfit, and then Jessica Drew, another Spider-Woman from another dimension who's actually pregnant. So they defeat Vulture. Captain Stacy basically corners them, and Gwen's forced to reveal herself to her dad, but he's unmoved and tries to arrest her anyway. So basically, she's not an orphan, but she's been cast away by her father, and then Miguel and Jessica take her off to go and fight crime with them as Spider Hoppers, I guess, in another dimension. Then we cut to Miles Morales, of course, who's having a blast as Spider-Man, but is in big trouble at school because he's been skipping a lot of class, and he wants to get into Columbia University, but his chances of getting in are getting lower because his marks are starting to suffer. He's talking to a guidance counselor with his parents, but right in the middle of the meeting, his spidey sense starts to tingle, and he takes off. Overall, it looks pretty amazing, especially if you liked Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which to me is still the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made, even with No Way Home having come out, which I thought gave it a run for its money because it did things in live action that Into the Spider-Verse did animated style, which was kind of cool. But to me, you know, an animated superhero movie like this can really do things that live action could never really accomplish. So I'm pretty psyched to see Across the Spider-Verse and its new sequel, Beyond the Spider-Verse. So the next thing we saw was 15 minutes of footage from Bullet Train, the first 15 minutes. So it starts off with that cool cover of Staying Alive, the Japanese cover that you've heard in all the trailers, and Brad Pitt is basically strutting through the streets of Tokyo, very kind of Saturday Night Fever style, and you see close-up of his feet. You know, it's a nice little homage. David Leitch seems to be having fun with this movie. So he's an investigator who has to get on a train and retrieve a briefcase. And the briefcase has been stolen by these two hitmen, Lemon and Tangerine, that are played by Aaron Taylor Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry. So what's happened is Logan Lerman plays this kid who's the son of a gangster who's been kidnapped, and Lemon and Tangerine go in, kill all of his kidnappers, steal the ransom that he was supposed to get, and recover him to bring him back to his dad, who's this infamous gangster that's apparently super cold-blooded. So anyway, Brad Pitt has to go and recover the briefcase that they very stupidly left with their luggage. He takes it pretty easily, but then he's cornered by Bad Bunny, who wants revenge against him for some reason. I think he actually wants revenge against the gangster that Brad Pitt seems to be working for. And they have this big scuffle. Brad Pitt's character is super anti-violence, so he's able to defend himself, but he's trying not to hurt Bad Bunny too badly. I have a feeling, though, that Brad Pitt's kind of non-violent stance in the movie is probably not going to last very long, because if you've seen the trailer, it looks like Brad Pitt's kicking a lot of ass in this movie. Although I don't know if he actually uses a gun in the film, because at the beginning of the movie, his handler, who's I think voiced by Sandra Bullock, wants him to retrieve a gun, and he refuses to carry one because he thinks that it's just going to lead to bad things happening. So I think Brad Pitt gets a lot of action in this movie, but I don't think he's actually using any weapons in it besides basically hand-to-hand and improvised stuff. So it's like almost like a martial arts movie with Brad Pitt, or like a Jackie Chan movie in some ways, where he's the star. And it's pretty cool because we've never really seen Brad Pitt in that mode before. So I have to say, it looks like a lot of fun. Aaron Taylor Johnson also looks like he's getting in on a lot of action. There's a little montage that they said of Lemon and Tangerine basically kicking ass to Engelbert Humperdinck's I'm for Blowing Rainbows. They also showed a little sizzle reel at the end that teed up Kraven the Hunter, and the footage that they showed showed Aaron Taylor Johnson fighting. I don't know if it's actually footage from Kraven or if it's footage from Bullet Train, because he has the same look with the long hair and the mustache in both movies. But anyway, it looks like Sony's going in pretty heavily on Aaron Taylor Johnson, and it looks like he's legit going to become an action star. So that was Sony's presentation. I had a blast, but it's only the beginning here at Cinemacon. We've got a lot of stuff coming. There's going to be hopefully a review of Top Gun Maverick, because we're actually finally seeing that entire movie later this week. Plus information from the Warner Brothers presentation, which may have some reveals possibly about The Flash. And then we're all hoping that the Disney presentation, there might be some footage from Avatar 2. So stay tuned to JoBlo Originals. Keep checking back, because as soon as I see stuff, we're going to be posting it here.
Hi. There's a gun on.
Shh, Rome. It's the quiet car. Gotta use your small inside voice in here, son.
There's a gun.
Talk to me.
I am ready. You are getting the new and improved me. Because if you put peace out in the world, you get peace back.
I think you might be forgetting what you do for a living. Take the gun.
Every job I do, somebody dies. I'm not that guy anymore.
Some conflicts require a gun.
Hey, this is nice. Okay, what am I snatching and or grabbing?
A briefcase. You said you wanted simple for your first job back. Doesn't get simpler.
You stab me? We'll ruin your life the way you ruin mine.
Dude, I don't even know you!
There's nothing simple about this job.
Something else going on here.
Yeah, I'm not the only one on this train looking for this case.
Lemon, where's the briefcase?
Oh, it's that shit. It was just here.
We are right on schedule.
Everything that's ever happened to you
This is gonna sting, bitch!
has led you here. Fate.
That's a shit deal.
Oh, no, thank you.
You know what? Do you have anything sparkling? That's the one. Thank you. Domo arigato. You sure you want to talk this out?
Not particularly, no.
Okay.
Exclusively in movie theaters.
She was a bad bad, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck. Crash at my place, baby, you're a wreck. Every time I'm leaving on you, you don't make it easy, no. Wish I could be
Miles! Miles! You got a minute?
Oh, what? Whoa, Gwen, how did she? How did you get? How have you been?
It's a long story. Is this the room you grew up in?
It is, but my dorm room is very adult.
Right. No, of course.
Hey,
Are these your drawings?
what? No,
Oh, they're
no.
good. I missed you too.
Okay, so what are you doing here? I mean, I thought I'd never see you again.
Want to get out of here?
I'm grounded.
Bummer.
What?
Is Spider-Man grounded?
I mean, I